There continues to be a void left by the end of the All-Star Circuit of Champions, and lots of folks have been trying to fill it. One Sprint Car Series is taking a big step forward in this area for 2025, and we've got the details on the move, including where they want to expand and all the different moving pieces involved. We'll also talk high limit at I-70, Scotty Thiel and Trey Starks, and more. Let's go. It's Tuesday, October 8th. I'm Justin Fiedler. This is DIRTRACKR Daily presented by Kubota Genuine Parts. A busy show today, plenty to talk about, including that sprint car news, racing ahead, and more. But before we do, a quick message from today's show sponsor. Today's daily show is being supported by Golden Nugget Online Casino. As fans of dirt racing, we've often got downtime in between getting to enjoy the sport we love. Like when we're waiting for the gate to open at our favorite dirt track on a Friday night, or they just rolled the pack trucks out for some track prep. Or what about when the streaming coverage hasn't fired up just yet? You can make any of those moments golden with Golden Nugget Online Casino. Download the Golden Nugget Online Casino app and play all of your favorite casino games right on your phone. They've got over 300 real money games, including slots, blackjack, roulette, and even live dealers. You can have that Las Vegas experience right from the comfort of wherever you are, including in the stands at your favorite dirt race. The Golden Nugget Online Casino is safe, secure, and reliable, and right now, all new customers who sign up using promo code DIRTRACKR and make a minimum $5 deposit will get $50 in casino credits. That's code DIRTRACKR, DIRTRACKR, for $50 in casino credits with a $5 deposit. So download the app today and make any moment golden with the Golden Nugget Online Casino. Off the top today, I want to dive into last night's announcement from POWRi. If you missed it, around 8:30 p.m. Eastern Time, they posted a video to social media effectively announcing a new title sponsor for their winged 410 Sprint Car Series. Going forward, it will be the POWRi Honest Abe Roofing 410 Outlaw Sprints. The video doesn't reveal a whole lot of, outside of sharing the sponsor announcement, the new logo, and that they will be increasing the point fund, tow money, and having additional benefits for drivers. There's a lot to unpack here, and I think this is noteworthy because of where we find ourselves currently with the state of 410 sprint car racing. It hasn't really been a story we've talked about much in this latter part of the season, but we're still feeling the effects of the absence of the All-Star Circuit of Champions. Obviously, the All-Stars were acquired by High Limit late in 2023 as they ramped up for their first national full-season run. And there's been at least some void in regional sprint car racing in the aftermath. What exactly that void looks like and how it's affected racers, I don't know that anyone is really sure about. The top of the sport is as lucrative as ever, and others made moves to try and snatch up some of the territory left absent by the All-Stars' demise. There was an attempt in Ohio to start another traveling series that eventually died. We know that Fast expanded a bit, including taking on Ohio Sprint Speed Week. We saw the creation of the Maverick Wing Sprint Series in Indiana, POWRi sanctioned more 410 shows, and even the World Racing Group purchase of the ASCS is related here. What WRG's future plans are for the ASCS and regional racing, we still don't know yet fully or understand. And beyond that, still very much in the mix here are series like the IRA and MOA that operate in a similar geographic footprint. As 2024 action has been wrapping up here lately, plans for 2025 have been well underway, and that includes schedule construction and deal making. The Honest Abe Roofing part of the equation for POWRi with this announcement last night is significant because it feels like it's an indicator that the Maverick Wing Sprint Series is likely dead. We know they ended up canceling their final 3 races on the schedule for various reasons, and Kevin Newton was a backer of that series with Honest Abe. His support shifting is obviously a blow there, and friends I've talked to think Maverick probably won't continue even if nothing has been officially announced. If it somehow does survive, it would face big challenges going forward. With POWRi, it's my understanding that they will substantially increase their point fund for 2025, with the champion potentially taking down something like $50,000. They mentioned the additional tow money and incentives, and plans are to expand the schedule and series footprint. The 2024 POWRi 410 slate included Kansas, Iowa, Missouri, Texas, Kentucky, and Oklahoma, and future expansion north and east are likely. POWRi Midgets race at a bunch of tracks in Illinois, and Indiana will be on the wish list as well. And this would mean crossover with, the Fast Series, MOA, and IRA footprints. IRA co-sanctioned the Maverick Speed Week this season, Fast raced at Circle City and Paragon, and obviously MOA is real heavy around Illinois. So will we see cooperation and more co-sanctions? Or will this expansion be viewed as a threat and competition? I still think that's to be determined here. I also think that this is a situation that USAC and WRG will be watching intently as they both play in this same sandbox. WRG's Extreme Midget Series still did some co-racing with POWRi this year, but with the ASCS losing out on some events in the transition of ownership to POWRi, some other factors, I could see those co-sanctions not continuing in 2025. And Indiana is USAC's backyard. Tracks there rely on USAC's big events and speed weeks, and Kevin Miller and Spridge will certainly have an opinion and sway. For the teams and drivers, though, in this discussion, that middle step between weekly and smaller regional racing to the World of Outlaws is still missing with no All-Stars. A lot of drivers cut their teeth and picked up valuable experience racing every week with the All-Stars before going on to full-time Outlaw and now what would be high-limit competition. It's a much bigger jump now without that opportunity, and I think Kenny Brown and POWRi and Kevin Newton are probably viewing this as their chance to be that middle step. When we kind of take a look back from all of this, I know that regional sprint car racing land grabs might not be the sexiest thing in the world, at least in terms of content, but there's actually a lot that plays out in the background that never gets talked about here. There are politics and negotiating involved, there's relationships, there's past bad blood in some of these deals, maneuvering, and just a lot of drama, most of which will never be spoken about publicly or revealed in any sort of meaningful way. But what happens over the next few months will shape the 2025 season and beyond for a lot of series people, a lot of racetracks, and a lot of racers and teams. Looking ahead to tonight, the Kubota High Limit Sprint Cars begin their final week of racing with a midweek championship stop at I-70 Speedway. Brad Sweet already wrapped up the year-long title with High Limit, but 4 drivers remain in contention for the midweek championship that will get settled tonight. So here are your scenarios. If Tyler Courtney finishes 6th or better, he's champion no matter what. He's obviously in the driver's seat here. Brad Sweet must win the race and have Sunshine finish 7th or worse to get the title. Corey Day has to win the race and have Sunshine 20th or worse and Sweet 12th or worse. And Spencer Basin gets crowned if he wins the race, Sunshine is 22nd or worse and Sweet is 14th or worse. Looking at the entries, 34 listed right now on that pre-list with all of the usual suspects, plus Aaron Reitzel, Scotty Thiel, Kerry Madsen, Logan Seavey, Emerson Axum, Cole Macedo, and Kevin Newton, who we just talked about, Ayrton Jeniton, and others. Ryan Timms is listed in the 10 car for tonight, and I've been told that might actually be the Liebig ride, which would make sense with Scott Boguski racing here lately with Michael Dutcher in the 17 GP. We haven't seen High Limit since the 4-crown weekend at Eldora with races at Florence and Atomic loss to weather. Rico Abreu and Justin Peck are our most recent series winners. 20,000 to win tonight. We'll also be keeping an eye on shifts in the standings in regard to those charter positions. If you aren't headed for I-70 today, racing will be live over on Flow. One other High Limit note for you, Scotty Thiel is racing this week, including tonight at I-70 and tomorrow at Wheatland. His car will also be at Texas Motor Speedway for the 2-night finale coming up Friday and Saturday, but not with Thiel driving. Trey Starks will drive the 73 as Thiel has a wedding to attend this weekend. Starks already with 2 High Limit victories this season, coming back-to-back at Grays Harbor and Skagit in August. Thiel was the 2024 IRA champion and hasn't made a ton of national tour starts this year, just 2 appearances with High Limit and 9 Outlaw starts. His best run was a 10th at Beaver with the Outlaws in May. If you were hoping to see some Super Dirt Week action tonight, unfortunately, you're going to be disappointed. The Hurricane Harvey 75 at Brewerton has been canceled because of rain. Cars will hit the track at Oswego for the first time tomorrow with practice, time trials, and heats for Pro Stocks and 358s. They've also got the parade through the town of Oswego starting tomorrow at noon. That's the daily for today. Thanks as always for stopping by for a few minutes to get your dirt racing fix. Hope you guys have a great Tuesday out there. We'll see you right back here tomorrow.